You've been looking at this. Did American Apparel get caught on the wrong side of changes in retail, or are they just still on the wrong side of Dov Charney?
Well, I think it's a combination of both, really. I think, from a retail standpoint, you obviously have this sort of shift to basics that's hurt a lot of players in the space, whether you're talking about a Gap or an Aeropostale and, a handful of other players in the space. So I think there's a retail dynamic, but also the Dov Charney dynamic, which is really, they're trying to move away from sort of the more explicit sexuality of the company towards more of a sort of edgy metrosexual type of dynamic.
That seems
oh, good. That's perfect for me.
It seems like
edgy. You got to be in Bloomberg Intelligence to say edgy metrosexual with a straight face.
I think that's splitting a pretty fine hair.
So, yeah.
First of all, I have to correct myself. I got that wrong. That was, in fact, $30 million and not $30 billion
of cuts. You were thinking of Greece.
They have to find $30 billion of cuts. But how burned is the brand? Can you just go back to selling basics as American Apparel, or are you always going to be branded with the legacy of Dov Charney?
Well, I think that's the question they have to answer, and they've got a lot of steps that they've sort of outlined. So the new CEO, Paula Schneider, as well as the new CFO, Mr. Nasha, they've outlined, I think over the course since Nasha came on in September and then Schneider came on in December, they've really been outlining this plan of how do you take the company from, the Dov Charney era towards something that's more of a standard brand. I don't think they're going to.
Yeah.
I don't think they've really figured that out yet.
They brought in a rock star to try to fix this train wreck. And what I love is the language. I love the announcement yesterday that they're going to revamp merchandise assortment. Noel, let me cut to the chase. Is there too much product out there? Is there just too much stuff in American stores right now?
Yes.
I mean, that's all there is to it. There's just a massive glut of stuff at every different price point.
Well, and I think, and they got to figure out what their price point is, too, right? Because, the challenge is where obviously one of the big things for American Apparel is they sell in the U.S., they manufacture in the U.S., they also have global stuff. But it's that U.S. manufacturing that's really been part of their identity that adds to the cost base, which makes it more difficult for them to compete. So you're talking T-shirts at $30, shorts at $60, et cetera.
Very good. Noel, thank you for the briefing. We look forward to you giving us more on metrosexuals across all of America. Come on up to New York and we'll talk about it.